Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your November 2025 tarot card reading. We're going to get started with our tarot deck, and we're just going to pull a few cards to see what is in store for you for this November. We all have to practice our patience and be a little adaptable here because we've got a lot of retrograde planets. We'll talk about that in a minute. So we have the Queen of Rods, the Page of Rods, which of course are our wands. We have the Magician, and we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Eight of Swords first, and here's why. This is you kind of tied up, unable to move on, out of fear, out of inertia, out of uncertainty, lack of faith, a little bit of that, but also out of frustration, I feel. And the reason is because we have like a lot of planets that are retrograde this November. Mercury is going to be practically retrograde the whole month, which of course is your ruler, and that starts, I believe, on the 4th and ends on the 29th of the retrograde period. Then of course Saturn is in Pisces and retrograde until the 27th of this month, Neptune until December 10th in Pisces. Then we have Uranus in Taurus, retrograding from November all the way till next year in February. Then we have Jupiter, November 11th, which is in Cancer. And that's affecting a few things in your life here. And we're going to talk about that. So the first thing is, when we say we're tied up, we're unable to kind of get going, here's you in all your magic. You're manifesting. You're ready. You're ready to see all of these wonderful manifestations. You've got the Queen of Rods, the Queen of Wands, who is the mistress of manifestation. She has this incredible power, and you're feeling it. You're feeling like things have been really turning around for you, and you're ready to, continue to receive these things. Now, again, with a lot of retrograde planets, it's hard to make a lot of progress. That doesn't mean we don't make any. It just means it's a little bit, it's not as speedy for sure. And then we have to go back and revisit some things, review some things. That's really what a retrograde is. And ironically, or maybe not, we have the daylight savings time change. And we are going to be setting our clocks back. We say that we have to fall back to remember which way to set our clocks because we get confused with the spring and the fall. I do. And so I always say, oh yeah, we're falling back. I got to turn my clocks back. So it's really in line with the energy that's going on, right? We're in retrograde. Our time is moving back. And so we're being pulled back a little bit. We're not really moving as quickly and as purposefully as we would like to right now, So we have to be we have to be patient. We have to work with the energy. Now, in the meantime, this Queen of Wands, this energy that you have been really adapting, I love it. I really do. Now, I think that Mars is the only planet that isn't going to be retrograde, and he's going to wind up in your relationship house, right, on the 4th. So I like it. It's fast-moving energy. It's passionate energy, but it can be a little dicey. It can be a little aggressive, a little feisty, misunderstandings, because, again, Mercury is retrograde, so our communication is not going to be received all the time in the intent that we wanted to put it out there, right? So we have to just slow down. That's the main thing, I guess I can say. So let's see if we can get some additional guidance and clues here for you. Guidance and clues for Gemini for November. Yes, so then we have the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. All right. So this King of Cups, I love it because it's telling us, to be calm, carry on. That's what the King of Cups, mana is. It's like he's the Zen king. calm is a superpower, and it is a superpower because when we remain calm, we remain centered, we remain in our power, where we can continue to move in the direction of our dreams, to manifest our desires, but not to push. And that's what the Knight of Swords says with this bloody knight, or this bloody sword. Now, the Knight of Swords is a formidable opponent. Nobody really gets in his way because he is ready to charge ahead and to reach his goal. Nothing gets in his way. He's undeterred, and all bets are off. And so sometimes what that means is that when we are just going to be stubborn-headed and just kind of continue to go after our dreams, to go after our manifestations, we wind up with a bloody sword. We wind up with some things not working in our favor. And sometimes these things push us back further. So that is, the cautionary tale here. We have to work with the planet power right now. And right now, we're all kind of going back. So you will be able to move forward if you work with these energies. But let's go back. So we've got the king coming in and saying, you're going to be calm. You're going to still weave your magic. You're still charming. You're still the belle of the ball. You're still going to be able to, go to the holiday parties and, meet with family and friends and, socialize. It's your thing. And in doing so, you continue to collect, some good favor, collect some new people in your network, and you just be yourself, and take some time out to be you. Not always do we have to push the river. And when we do, some things can sometimes backfire on us. Now, I love that the Ten of Wands is showing up too, because this is the end of a cycle. This is you carrying a heavy load. This is you still kind of pushing the river. You're like, well, I'm just going to gather these things up, and I'm getting to my end zone. I'm not going to be deterred. And remember what I said about that. Sometimes when you do continue to push forward, to take more than you can carry for the sake of reaching the end zone, you wind up in a further position, meaning you're no closer to your goal, your end zone, your victory lap. But if you heed the advice and be calm and just continue to be you, let things fall in place. I love the Magician that it showed up here, because it's telling me specifically for this reading that you don't need to do anything else. Now, that doesn't mean you're just lying around and wishing and wishing and wishing for that wish to come true. That means that you're not going to pick up and push forward with initiatives, with really, being aggressive and being assertive with that, right? You're going to just be yourself and dazzle everybody with your charm and continue to meet with people and to be calm and to be agreeable. Now, the King of Cups is a beautiful indication of when you're patient and when you're calm, the rewards are on the other side of that. That doesn't mean that he didn't work hard for his achievements or his accomplishments. He did. He just knew when to start pushing things more in motion and when to sit back and work the magic. So that's my advice to you. Sit back, work your magic, and you be you, the charming, beguiling, attractive Queen of Rods. All right. We're going to get one more message before closing. Ooh, coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is you as the Magician in your point of power, and this is you, the Queen of Rods, in your power. You have the ability to attract what you want without carrying a heavy load and pushing to get to the end zone. This is where you're going to end up. And I am so happy for you. If it resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. Take care now.